days, We have many saints, big saints, but we have to also bring their childhood life. So that will give great enthusiasm to the children, a lot of teaching. And another, so we have to really pay attention to what our children are, what media they are seeing. At the same time, my wife was not so much liked the idea when I got a mobile phone with a color photography and all when my son was entering to the college. But I don't know, somehow I felt he has a charism of photography, or he liked this. But he was using initially for bad things. But then I told him, no, this I bought it because I love that you take photographs. And anyway, eventually my wife also accepted it, but we allowed him to use it in a controlled way. When he was in the engineering, so by the time I already had many cameras and I began a television project in Germany. So many cameras, all the technologies, lot of things, all big conferences. So one day I told him, why don't you use some of this camera in your college function? Normally, engineering college function will be very colorful with all the girls dancing, dressing, with the lights and everything. He said, yeah, it's a good idea. Shall I take it? Yes, take it and use it. And with his young friends, I know they got such a grabbing things, 3 camera, mixer and everything. I gave them some idea. This is what you have to do. And they produced such a wonderful film out of that program. Everybody appreciated, admired. And then next day, the principal came, James, can you make a documentary about the college? Yes, why not? He said. And okay. He used these cameras and all these ideas and made a documentary about the whole college. And now, to cut short the story, when the campus selection came, the big companies came, he was not an excelling boy in the studies. I mean, there were many other students excelled than him. But somehow, with the grace of God, he was interviewed, and so he has written in that my curricular activities or hobbies, radio photography, videography. Oh, I see. They said, can you? Then he explained, I have produced a documentary film about the college, and that was sent to Japan, and these interviewing people sent him home to get that film, get that CD, and they saw that, said, this is very good, you are selected. And so he got the job in Tata Consultancy, one of the biggest consulting company in India. So it is not only our real educational qualification sometimes make our victory. Our charisma or our talents. So media today must, through the media, we can propel, you can make the charism of these children. Charism in the sense, particular cultural talents of the children out. And that we have to really see. One point I used to say here, all creativity come from the creator. Say everybody, all creativity comes from creator. Now proof is, now I am producing such a film, I am guiding the whole team. Because I don't know anything. So what I will do? I am asking the Creator God, and He is giving me the idea. So creativity and creator is very closely related. All of us have a creativity, all of us. Our success also depend on not only a professional success but also a creativity, success in our creativity. So this creativity is important to recognize. So for ourselves, maybe you are a singer or you may be painting, you may be drawing, but these days there are a lot of modern computerized methods of creativity. Doing lot of things through computer, lot of things through internet, lot of things through social network to make our creativity better. So here also, so when you focus on God as the creative head, creative master, creative boss, and then there is no problem. Then everything will fit in a better way. So the children's creativity should sprout. So the creativity, if it is guided by the Creator, it cannot do a harm for them. Correct? It is guided. So their enthusiasm using the media, seeing that, guiding that song, it all will be satisfied. They will be satisfied, their enthusiasm will grow. So I think this is one very important point. We have to appreciate the creativity. We have to bring certain technological supplementation to bring this creativity out. So they are put in a channel wherein it is a natural talent in them, you know. This natural talent is from God. Therefore, that will not do a harm to them if we are directed by God. You got my point? As an example, like I told about my son, so he's a computer engineer, but on the other side, he has so many other talents. And all that talent now he is using for God's work. He is helping me in designing website. In lot of things he is helping me. So all our creativity is from Creator. Say everybody, all our creativity is from the Creator. So now I have also given I have this discussion sometimes with the big media persons, film directors and all. I don't want to name a famous film director. He once had an argument with me. We discussed up to night 12 o'clock. And then he said, I have to go to London. Okay, incidentally, London, here. It was a discussion in Chennai. He is a very top film producer, director. You guys, spiritual people, be away from this creative field. Finally, he told me this. You spiritual people, be away from the creative field. I spoke to him back. He is already going. Okay. Somehow I told him, listen, all your creativity come from Creator. Unless you offer it for the glory of the Creator, you will never be joyful, or that will make you more joyful. Bye-bye, he went. Next day he came to London for some big film program. After 3 days, this man is ringing me, calling me from London to Cochin and say, Brother Thomas, what you said is right. All creativity come from the Creator. I want to come and attend a retreat. I am coming next flight. he was completely changed. See, today the media is coming. Media is actually manipulating the creativity which really coming from God. So afterwards we together even made a seminar for creative, big creative people. So from where the creativity comes? God and our heart. If our heart is pure, God's creativity will produce beautiful, wonderful work. And through that seminar in Kerala, some of the wonderful film directors changed their whole thinking. Some people says, oh, creativity or photography or videography must be black and white. Unless we show some black, unless we show some negative, we cannot bring back the positive. You all might have seen this famous film, Sound of Music. Sound of Music, have you seen? Many of you see, or you must see that, Sound of Music. It's a very good film, English film. You saw? You saw. You saw Sound of Music? Yes. Now, I cannot find even one frame bad in that, which shows any bad sense or violence or negative. But this was a film made in the context of the Second World War. It was in the background of the Second World War. So there are so many media works are available where everything is positive, everything is good and highly inspiring. I have a collection of film of saints. I have more than 1000 GB. There are so many nowadays. All congregations, most of the congregations have a film about that saint, about the biography and about all what. In fact, in my turnaround in my life, when I left my job and started the work of God, one influential film was Saint Francis Assisi, about Francis Assisi, Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon. Have you seen that film? Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon. Maybe I have seen it more than 100 times. Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon. All these things are now on the website available in the YouTube. Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon. But you must also buy such films and keep it in a library. And you put on and see. Even if you don't want to see it full time, you just put it on in the TV. Let it run. Let it make a wave in the house. When the children run here and there, they just have a look. Then they run. That is enough for them. Even a blink of that will penetrate into them. Then they are sitting there and doing something. But you must recognize they are drawing something out of this. Afterwards, they will come and ask a question. Hey, you were not here. How do you know that? No, I heard. I was sitting in the other room and I heard this. They have much big grasping power. So today we have the availability of so many films of the saints. I carry some of them with me when I travel because I see these films in the flight. I don't see all that films what they are showing. Why would I spend my time seeing all that rubbish? I carry in my laptop my own, films of the saints. One of the film I liked is Saint Rita. Saint Rita. You saw it, eh? And this, I have seen this many number of times, but it is still giving such a power because it is the truth. It is not a fiction. It is not a story. It is fully packed with the power of God. The impossible. There is a wonderful film, old film, black and white. You all should see this. Joseph of Cupertino, Saint Joseph of Cupertino. Have you seen this? Saint Joseph of Cupertino. Have you prayed intercession of Cupertino when you are having difficulty in passing an exam? That also you don't know. Sometimes people pray to Cupertino when they feel very difficult to appear for the exam. He is a saint for success of exam. When you have a difficulty in an examination, normally people pray to Cupertino. He is a flying saint. He is the patron saint of astronauts. He is a saint. He goes up like this. But he was such a uneducated, ordinary, not so good person. And his mother by force put him into a monastery. And all the monastery people never wanted him there. So they put him in charge of the cows and all the cattle. They made him to take care of the stable. One day, I'll just tell you quickly a little bit of that. It's very interesting. So one day the major superior of the congregation, Franciscan order, is coming. Now all of them were worried how we will hide Cupertino. Because they felt the major superior, when they see this man, Cupertino, in such a shabby dress, not caring, not neat, not perfect, he will be upset. So they put him in the stable and told him, don't come out from the stable till the superior go away. But the superior wanted to see everything. He said, where is your stable? I would like to see your cows and gods and all the things. Then the house superior was upset. Oh my God, now he will see Cupertino. He will be upset. But finally, major superior went to the stable, and there, inside the straw, a man is moving around. Finally, he came out with 2 little lambs. And they said, this is Giuseppe of Cupertino. He is a brother taking care of the stable. Oh, you are a real Franciscan. So wonderful. This is a real charism. And he liked him so much. And in the night, they sat, he came out and he was in the stable. He came and began to chat with him. And he said something which touched him so much. So, while going, the superior told to the house superior, dear brother, I want to say something very important. I want to make this man a priest. Teach him. All the house superior and others were laughing. What? Joseph Cupertino becoming a priest? How can he learn? He's such a fool. But it is my decision. Do it. And now, everybody was worried, but he began to study. So when this major superior saw him with these 2 little lambs, he said, oh, that lamb. Leaving the 99 good sheep, the shepherd went behind that one lost sheep. This is Luke chapter 15, the famous chapter of Luke 15. And this chapter is by heart for Joseph. Only this chapter of the Bible. We don't know whether he knows anything else. So the priest who was teaching him, the priest said, you speak Luke, you say John 14, but he will only speak Luke 15. He don't know anything else. Now the examination has come for the subdeaconate, means just before becoming a priest, one has to pass an examination to be a deaconate. So everybody sent him thinking that he will never pass. He went there, all are very busy in studying. He is only sitting like this. Now that his turn came,